So I turned 28 recently, and it really hit me hard and made me think about past decisions I would have done differently, and of course, earlier in my life. So I have a lot of regret in some sense. And I think this is a very common feeling, regret. I mean, we all look back and would have done things differently. But I think some of these regrets I'm about to tell you apply to a lot of people, and maybe it applies to you, maybe it doesn't, but I hope it helps in some way. So, the first one in the list is not taking my body seriously enough during my 20s. And what I mean by this is my eating habits on one side, and especially sports. You know, it could be hitting the gym or team sports, which I really like. I played soccer until I injured myself when I was 19 years old. I'm here 9 years later. I started soccer again this year, actually. And I emphasize on team sports. I think it's more important than hitting the gym, really, because it has a social aspect to it. So everything that involves teammates, I think it's always good to have into account. Of course, hitting the gym is good. It's just that the interaction with people is more of a solitary thing. So more of a solitary activity. So after my injury, I started eating a lot. I gained a lot of weight, and this was on my early 20s. I stopped doing sports for like 3 or 4 years, and now I'm really feeling the consequences of all of that. But I think it's all about getting back in track. I still have time to reshape my body. I was really into sports before I injured myself. I was kind of skinny. I was actually good at soccer, and I had a good physique overall. So I would say that eating healthy and sports in general are the best decision, really the best decision you can make, because it's a sacrifice, but there's just no other feeling, physiological feeling, as taking care of your body on a regular basis. The second thing I regret is not taking school and university or college seriously enough. So, and when I talk about this, I mean especially university, which I consider it to be more important. I think choosing the right career path is really important. You obviously have to choose something that genuinely motivates you, because money will follow. If you do something you like, it's very likely that money will follow eventually. And I think nowadays there is a common misconception. Many people say that university is useless, and I understand why, but honestly, I don't fully agree with that. I don't think everything is about making money. College can give you experiences, social connections, knowledge, networking, and these things can shape your entire future. So never underestimate the power of going to college. I think the skills gained during the university or college years are still valued in the market, but there is so much more that comes with making that experience, that educational experience. The third thing I regret not doing earlier on is not starting to budget and invest early. It's funny because I'm 28 and I have never invested yet. This one is hard because the cost of living keeps going up everywhere. Saving money nowadays is really difficult. In my personal case, I realize I associate spending with anxiety, and what I mean by this is, for example, in food. I waste too much money on food and impulsive purchases in general. The older you get, the more you realize how important financial stability is, not for luxury, but for peace of mind, really. And that takes me to my final point in this video. I know I have been very brief on each of the the regrets. I I can make a video in the future, being more specific about each point for sure. So the fourth regret is wasting years of my life not being socially active. And I'm a very lucky person because I have a group of friends which I went to school with that I've known since I was like 4 or 5 years old. And I wouldn't trade that for anything. So all the years I was inactive socially didn't separate me from them because I have such a strong bond with this close group of friends. But staying home too much, not meeting enough people, not putting yourself in situations where you really can feel uncomfortable. That's not good at all. I think relationships are one of the most important parts of life, and not only relationship with friends but also dating. So take advantage of time while you can. Invite that girl out. Spend time with friends. That's all I can say. I understand that some people just want to protect their peace, avoid certain relationships and drama. But I would say probably stick with that close group of friends or most intimate friends you have, because they will always be there for you. We all have those 2, 3, 4 or more persons that will always be there for us, apart obviously from our family. So value that relationship and know that they may feel hurt when you distance yourself, and that's not cool. I'm a very introvert person and I understand why certain people do it, but it's not the best choice to make, in my opinion. So, guys, has been everything. The 4 things that I regret. I hope you have liked the video, and as I said, I can expand on each of these points on future videos for sure. Thank you for listening out if you've reached this part of the video, and see you on the next one.